from Newport Beach, it's Good Evening UCI with Steve Schieffel, Daniel Miller, Tyler Labrie, and Logan Frick, featuring Mike Wong. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Good Evening UCI.
I'm Logan Frick, and welcome to Good Evening UCI, hosted exclusively here at the beautiful Fairmont Hotel in Newport Beach. I'm pleased to join you on this Thanksgiving week here as the weather gets colder and the leaves start changing colors. And that can only mean one thing. Sports season at UCI is heating up. Steve Schieffel and Caroline Kim were there for the first home basketball game at the Bren. So let's check in.
Logan, the night UCI basketball fans have been waiting for is finally here. Tip-off's in 10 minutes, but these fans have been partying for hours. Let's go inside to Caroline Kim to find out why.
More ball, baby! Steve, we're at the Bren to kick off the 2009-2010 UCI men's basketball season. There's a lot of positive energy and a lot of anticipation. Let's hear what the fans have to say. So far.
Well, you can't argue with that. And of course, it's even more fun when you're friends with center Zach Atkinson.
We personally know him, and we know he's been working hard this whole summer, so it's really paying off so far from what he's done so far. So.
And on a night like tonight, no matter who you know, you can't help but celebrate.
Right on! Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah, so far we're owning them. Yeah.
As soon as you step into the Bren, it's no mystery why Eater Nation has basketball fever. And of course, the best way to enjoy your Anteater athletes is courtside. So keep an eye out for sophomore big man Eric Wise, whose presence in the paint makes the Eaters a force to be reckoned with in the low post. And not to be outdone is expert ball handler Patrick Rembert. And of course, who could forget crowd favorite Zach Atkinson, always passionate, always crashing the glass, and taking names.
So there you have it, a little taste of what's to come for this season. And the best part about it is if you're a student, you don't even have to pay for it. It's free and it's all right here on campus.
Couldn't be more convenient. So next time there's a home game, if you're bored and tired of all that studying, make sure you make it out to the Bren.
The Bren it is, with dancing fans like Ben Teller and exciting dunks by Zach Atkinson. These games are simply unmissable. But there is more unmissable action. As basketball warms up their season, soccer is at the peak of theirs, the second round of the NCAA tournament. Steve was there to get in on all the excitement. Steve?
Well, Logan, while the men's basketball team is just kicking off their season, the soccer team is kicking their postseason into high gear. They've got their mind set on winning it all this year.
The crowd gets really into the games.
And the crowd has good reason to get pumped up. While these folks are cooking up a storm, the team is kicking up a storm. And the Eaters have had quite an impressive season, defeating quality teams like UC Santa Barbara, Cal Poly, and those unfortunate Aggies of UC Davis. The energy runs high, and these fans aren't afraid to show whose house this is.
I was here last year heckling, getting mad at Cal Poly. This year I'm getting mad at Stanford. I love it.
So whether you're giving the other team attitude, enjoying some sweet treats, or sweet plays, Anteater Stadium is the place to be for fans of all ages.
Go Eaters! Exciting times for our Anteater athletes. As you can see, it's a great time out here. Next time, join us at the game, see what all the buzz is about.
Back-to-back seasons in the NCAA tournament. Now that is truly something to be proud of. Thanks for giving our Anteaters something to cheer for. Switching gears now from sports, let's take a look at an ongoing story we've been keeping an eye on. Steve, what's the update on parking?
Well, Logan, as of now, 3 o'clock is the new 5 o'clock, which means no longer do you have to wait until 5 to park anywhere you want. So now the question we're posing is, has UCI parking offered a viable solution? Take a look at what some people had to say.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's great that they're trying to compromise, but and it's definitely a step up from what it was before a couple weeks ago, but I think that there's a lot of room for improvement.
A step up, but a step short. Some students are still feeling shortchanged and want parking to take a more active role in considering what it means to be a UCI commuter.
Does it really kind of meet the needs of our students? I don't think so. I think they're just trying to cover up the errors that they made, and now they're going to they're like, oh, well, we did this, now we don't have to change anything.
But let's not forget, this compromise, simple as it may be, is the result of students expressing their needs. And it's a good sign for future efforts to influence campus policy.
I think just having the little change is a really big step that they listen to us in the first place. So there might be more improvements to come if we continue to voice our opinions about it.
Alright, so now you've had a chance to hear what these people had to say, but we'd love to hear from you. So please feel free to drop me a comment at steve@goodeveninguci.com. Logan?
Well, it certainly seems like 3 o'clock is better than 5 o'clock. So progress is definitely being made here, and we'll be sure to keep you up to date. Now, speaking of earlier times, the last couple times the boys have shown you some great lunch spots, but now they're getting up extra early and showing you a hometown favorite of mine right across town in Huntington Beach. Daniel, where are you guys this morning?
What's up, Logan? We're at the Sugar Shack Cafe in beautiful Huntington Beach.
We're right here on Main Street. Pier's right there, doggy. Let's go take a look inside.
Let's do it.
What's up, guys? We're here at the back entrance of the Sugar Shack.
The express entrance to the best breakfast in Orange County.
Locals only, baby.
That's right.
Alright guys, so you've made it through the exclusive entrance to one of the best local places. So, how does it feel?
Oh my gosh, Logan, I'm so happy to be here.
Dude, what did you do to your pancakes?
Dude, even our pancakes happy to be here.
Alright gentlemen, now it's time to dig in. So Daniel, how do you like those eggs?
Dude, how is this possible?
Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. They've got great chefs, great recipes, and a friendly staff committed to keeping you and your hunger happy.
There's more?
Alright, but what we really want to know is, what did you guys order?
So, Logan, today I got the Sunshine Special, which is 2 eggs scrambled, hash browns, toast, and a pancake guy inside. So bomb.
So what's on the plate for you, Tyler?
Yeah, Logan, I got the same damn thing.
Well, that sounds like the perfect meal to get you through a demanding day.
Dude, I just remembered we have a freaking midterm today.
Doesn't even matter. This is
What?
brain food, dog.
But are you sure that you'll be able to focus on that midterm?
Dude, in the service here, need I say more?
Well, focused or not, if you want to get back for that test, you better know your way around.
Dude, how did we even get here?
We just took Jamboree and hopped on PCH and
We're golden.
took Maine, dude. That's it. That's it.
Easy as pie.
Well, that sounds about right. That's how I usually get there.
Dude, Logan, where'd you come from?
I must say, it's a surprise to be here, but this is my hometown, and Sugar Shack is the bomb place to be. So, off the record, come here. I'm telling you, this breakfast is truly worth the early morning drive over, even if you do have a midterm. But let's say you're looking to impress that special significant other, or perhaps looking to score some points by cooking them a meal at home. Luckily, guest chef Andrew Charles Wong is here to show you his techniques for an easy, affordable, and quite possibly romantic home-cooked meal. Andrew?
Hey Logan, what's up? I'm going to show you how to make some delicious tilapia. So what we have here is $3 a pound fish, tilapia. You're going to coat that in 100% organic all-purpose flour. I'm going to dip that in cage-free all-natural eggs, and then fry it in extra virgin olive oil. And coat that in Italian breadcrumbs. It sounds confusing, but it's actually really easy. Altogether, your meal is going to cost about $5, and that's like how much it costs at In-N-Out to get full. And this is way healthier, so hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Sounds great, and quite cost-effective. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Andrew, you're rubbing that in what?
Then you coat that tilapia in King Arthur's all-purpose, all-natural flour.
Okay, and for a hearty meal like this, things are bound to get a little bit messy.
So now we're just going to dip that tilapia in the egg yolk.
Looks tasty and sounds tasty. When you hear that sizzle, you know you're on your way.
You hear that sizzling?
Good.
And one of the best things about this dish is you can customize the flavor based on your own taste.
What you want to do is you want to keep the stove on high heat because you want Nice and crispy on the outside, just like that. No color, no flavor. It's nice and golden brown there. And so the reason is because tilapia is a thin fish. You need to seal in the flavor, and you don't need to cook it for that long. As for how long to cook it, that depends on personal preference. So far we've just been cooking it for about a couple minutes on high heat. I'm just drizzling on some lime.
And as you can see, I tried my hand at it, but Andrew told me to leave the cooking to the chef tonight. So let's see how he finishes the dish off.
Well guys, that's the final dish. Hope you enjoy it. Until next time, we'll get back to you.
And finally this evening, we have one last special treat. And no, Mike Wong will not be preparing a dessert. Instead, he's joined up with Caroline Kim to provide a lively look at the current hit tracks on the music scene. Our UCI Culture and Entertainment section begins now.
Hey, I'm Mike.
And I'm Caroline Kim.
And we're here to give you the top 5 songs this week here at UCI.
Our list begins with number 5, with I Can Transform You by Chris Brown and Lil Wayne.
You think you can transform me, Caroline?
If I transformed you, Mike, you would never go back to the old you.
Oh my gosh.
Next on our list at number 4 is Do You Remember by Jay Sean and Sean Paul.
Man, I hear him on the radio all the time now.
Jay Sean has been just popping the music charts ever since his debut with Down.
Have you ever had a bad romance, Caroline?
Who hasn't had a bad romance?
That's so true. In college, that's like inevitable.
Speaking of bad romances, number 3 is Bad Romance with Lady Gaga. You go, girl.
And so, what do you do after a bad romance in college?
I feel like the worst part is the aftermath. It's like the dirtiest.
I think it's like the dirtiest and the worst.
Speaking of which, number 2 is I'm What You Say with Jason Derulo.
Is there like a story behind that?
They say infamy is the fastest way to gain fame.
What was behind that? What was the next?
Well, Jason Derulo actually wrote the song based on the fact that he stole his brother's ex-fiancée. He's an 18-year-old kid. Scandalous much?
That is very scandalous.
On a much lighter note, our number 1 song, Here's to You, Miley Cyrus, and Party in the USA.
Woo! Dude, that's definitely guilty pleasure for sure.
Guilty pleasure or pleasure, Mike?
Guilty. For sure. But until next time, back to you, Logan.
But give me one more second. Do you ever hate listening to the same thing over and over again? Like the way the radio plays the same song 100 times a day? If so, I've got some new hits for you. Try and listen to Say Ah by Trey featuring Fabulous, Morning After Dark by Timbaland, I Get Paper by Kevin Costner and Drake, a personal favorite, and a song I can just not stop listening to, Aloha by Fat Joe featuring Pleasure Pete. 2 other songs you should really think about are Russian Roulette by Rihanna and Hard by her. She just has so much good music going on right now. Special thanks to Jeff Skidmore for the playlist.
So now that we know Mike's guilty pleasures and Caroline's secret upcoming playlists, I think it's safe to say we've seen it all this week. Anteater sports have definitely been the highlight these last couple of weeks, so go out and see a game when you can. So for all of us here at Good Evening UCI, have a fun, family-filled Thanksgiving. Try not to sleep after eating all that turkey, and thank you for tuning in. You're on for 500 Days of Summer in 3, 2, 1.